Hello, everybody, and welcome to Maximum Libertarian right here on YouTube. I just wanted to get on here because I haven't been on here since the inauguration of President Joe Biden and his running mate, Vice President Kamala Harris. I just want to take a few minutes. I titled this, "We Must Protect Puppet Biden." It's been said a lot. I know if you're watching this, if you've ever did any type of research or whatever, the president is not really, he's the figurehead. He signs bills, he signs executive orders. There's a lot of people pulling the strings. President Trump was a puppet. The thing was, it was almost like he was one arm had a string broken. So they couldn't control everything he did. But for the most part, President Trump was pulled in the direction that they wanted him to be pulled in. Now, why do I want to protect? And if you look at all the other presidents, these same can go for them too. If it was Obama, Clinton, Bush, Carter, Reagan, you name it, they have been had their strings pulled. But why would I name this video, "We Must Protect Our President Biden," because our puppet? The reason being is because the people behind him are very, how do we say, not good. And I fear more for what they will bring along than what he will do, being more of a roadblock to them. Because if you look at his long history of 47 years of his segregation comments, of his lying to adding people's stories to his own stories to look better, when he ran for president in 88, to the 94 crime bill, to him voting for the Iraq war. There's so much that this man has done that's not good, but the people coming up behind him that are helping him, wink, wink. I should have winked for you, but I did not. But the people that are coming up for him to help him are going to pull him into as President Trump said, into a deeper part of the swamp. And he's already in the swamp. But like I said, he's going to go deeper. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just this guy who heads an affiliate of a local affiliate of the Libertarian Party here in Virginia. And I don't have the power, but the media, who are supposed to ask the hard questions, who are supposed to inform the voter, refuse to say 3 syllables of Joe Jorgensen. Is that how many syllables it is? I might be wrong. If I am wrong, please leave a comment. No, but they couldn't say that. They could not ask the former, now President Biden, they could not ask him any hard questions. They helped him. They propped him up into, as he did his tour of the country from his basement. But who did he pick as his running mate? Someone who Tulsi Gabbard blew out of the water, who destroyed her chances of becoming the highest leader in the free world. He picked Miss Kamala Harris. So all you had to do was go to kamalaharris.info and you will find out some of her greatest hits. See, a lot of things people talk about is they say, well, we can't have, you see these memes, and they're like, all the little girls around the world and country, they're so proud of this lady. And then comments would be talking about her indiscretions with Willie Brown. I don't care about that stuff. Why? Because if they're consenting adults, I don't care. Willie Brown has to answer to his wife. He has to answer to the individuals that he may have, affected by having some little foray with our new vice president. But the real issue that you should be asking yourself is some of her greatest hits. Let me add this to the screen. Once again, it's KamalaHarris.net.info, excuse me. So here we go. Here it is, Kamala Harris for arresting people. Now, if you can just go down here, everything is talked about. Now, it says here, check out our Joe Biden parody site. But if you go down here, this is all source, Daily Beast. She kept nonviolent criminals in jail to put out force fires. When a federal judge in California wanted to expand the prison release program for nonviolent criminals, Kamala Harris argued against it. Her lawyers claim that releasing them would cause prison to lose important pool of forced labor, putting out California wildfire, for which a prisoner gets only paid $2 a day. Ladies and gentlemen, that's slave labor. But we're not supposed to say that, are we? She's such a wonderful woman. Let's go down here and find some other things out here. She celebrated when she put parents in jail for children skipping school, and she laughed about it. You can go right here. It's a minute and 56 seconds.
I would not be standing here were it not for the education I received. And I know many of us will say the same thing. And I believe a child going without an education is tantamount to a crime. So I decided I was going to start prosecuting parents for truancy. Well, this was a little controversial in San Francisco.
Yeah, real funny. We'll just keep on going. You want to watch the rest? Please go there. Check it out. Opposed DNA testing that might get a black man off death row. She refused to advance this DNA testing that would have cleared Kevin Cooper, a black man accused of murder, whose trial tinged with racism and corruption after the New York Times wrote and exposed the case. Kamala Harris suddenly changed her position and came out in favor of the testing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what media should be doing. Shame these folks when they do wrong. I've just read how many stories before that? 3 defended the death penalty in 2014. The federal judge ruled the death penalty unconstitutional, despite having the ability as Attorney General to defend the ruling or stay out of the matter entirely. She appealed it. She claimed the decision by the federal judge to outlaw the death penalty undermines the important protections that our courts provide to defendants. Supported civil asset forfeiture to seize property without charges. Ladies and gentlemen, Google Caesar civil asset forfeiture that turns the good guys into bad guys, meaning when a cop pulls an individual over, they take the car and they can keep the car if they deem that there was drug use or whatever the case might be. There was a story about a lady in California. She was a stripper. She didn't trust banks. She kept all of her money in the back of her car in her trunk. When the police pulled her over, she had $50,000 back there. They said, there's absolutely no way you made that stripping. And guess what? They kept her car. They kept the money. And now she had to go get an attorney, waste some of that money to get her money back, her car back. Don't let them turn the good guys bad. Civil asset forfeiture is horrible, and she loves it. Kamala Harris believes accusers of Joe Biden, well, we'll give whatever. Failed to aid child abuse by the Catholic priest. Oh my goodness. She's a wonderful woman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring it down. So once again, there's a website. It has its sources, Daily Beast, New York Times, wherever. And let's see, where else? The Intercept. It's got Jacob and so factcheck.org. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that's who would be in charge if our new president was to go down by the 25th Amendment or whatever the case might be. We must protect him. We must try to guide him. And by doing that, we can't say bad things about him. We got to talk softly. Well, we got to give him good ideas. And when we do send ideas, when we do have the ability to get to him, if it's a reporter, not that I get to him, but as a reporter, or if you know someone that they know that would be able to speak to the individual. That's who you got to have a case made ready to go. Because if this guy is moved, well, guess what happens? We're going to get her. And she don't impress me one bit. Now, like I said, you're seeing all the creatures come from the swamp that President Donald Trump did not drain. And one of my favorite ones is John Brennan, the former CIA director. And he was making the rounds. He's such a wonderful man. Patriot, I tell you. But no, he made a comment, and I think this is where, and I remember back in 2012 with the first Gary Johnson run, they were talking about how the Obama administration had like people in the Tea Party, people who supported Ron Paul were put on a list, in other groups. You know, you go Google it, you can find it. Well, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. John Brennan brings it out again. He says, so now Brennan is celebrating that the Biden administration is going to be going after libertarians because they are insidious threat to democracy. We're going to watch this. All right. So let's bring this up here. And I'm going to, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the screen be it, and you're going to watch it. And then I'll be back on in a second. All right. So have a good time watching. Mr. John Brennan, tell us how we're insidious.
Well, Nicole, I was thinking today that this is the most relaxed I've been in the course of many inaugurations I've watched because I'm not responsible for it. But I can tell you that when I was in the government, I had white knuckles because of the nature of the threats. But it's so much more difficult today because of what we have seen, not just over the last 2 weeks, but that certainly has riveted our attention, but because of this growth in polarization in the United States and domestic violence and white supremacist groups. So I know looking forward that the members of the Biden team who have been nominated or have been appointed are now moving in laser-like fashion to try to uncover as much as they can about what looks very similar to insurgency movements that we've seen overseas, where they germinate in different parts of the country and they gain strength, and it brings together an unholy alliance frequently of religious extremists, authoritarians, fascists, bigots, racists, nativists, even libertarians. And unfortunately, I think there has been this momentum that has been generated as a result of, unfortunately, the demagogic rhetoric of people that just departed government, but also those who continue in the halls of Congress. And so I really do think that the law enforcement, Homeland Security, intelligence, and even the defense officials are doing everything possible to root out what seems to be a very, very serious and insidious threat to our democracy and our republic.
All right, I'm back. How did you enjoy that? I really enjoyed it. I think he put it well together. I think he made a lot of good points because he's absolutely incorrect there. Libertarians, he tried to put libertarians with religious extremists, with racists, with fascists, with whatever you want. If he's supporting anti-Antifa, which is anti-fascism, let me just say something real quick. That cat, he don't understand what Antifa is bringing to the table. So once again, I think right now, like I said, we've got to help protect, and we must protect our last line of defense in President Biden. Now you say, how do I do that, Brian? How can I help protect this president? Well, this is what I would do. If you're a liberty-minded individual, if you're a libertarian, if there's no affiliate in your locality, start an affiliate. That's step one. Start getting individuals who think like you, who act like you, to come aboard. That's step one. Then you start running candidates for different city council, for state legislatures, for, as they say, to be the dog catcher. Get the libertarian message out there. the communists worked tirelessly for 50 plus years. And let's be honest, the communism has slipped into our great nation. But we can pull it back out. But this is not going to be a race. This is going to be a marathon, just like they thought about it. We've got to get people educated. We've got to tell them what the libertarian message is. That's how you protect Joe Biden. If you can put things up and around the knowledge, make people knowledgeable, they're going to see the ideas that Biden is putting out there are bad. Now, this is going to be crazy. This is just, and this might be, but they're bad ideas, and then they're going to see that the people behind him that are help pulling the strings have worse ideas. So look, we're stuck for 4 years with a President Biden. And he's going to have some bad ideas. He's going to do a lot of bad things. I think he's going to hurt the country just like his predecessors. But that being said, start an affiliate, join your state Libertarian Party, join National Libertarian Party. Like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel. Start your own YouTube channel. Let me know about it. I'll spread the word just like that one gentleman, Michael Move. I hope I said his name right. Very good videos. And my friend, he's got a channel, and I cannot remember his channel, but I just want to say that. So that's about it. Be knowledgeable. Run candidates, join the Libertarian Party. If you don't want to join a party, just get active with the Libertarians. They would love to have volunteers, and they would love to have your help. If you don't want to volunteer, donate some money. That would be beneficial. And like I said, let's help make sure a guy with really bad ideas doesn't get replaced by people with really the worst ideas that you can come up with, and probably even ideas that we haven't even thought of. They've probably sitting on because they really want to surprise us with that one. So that's about it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Please, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like and share this video. Follow us on Twitter at WeAreMaxLib. I'll be here tomorrow. And this week we're going to have a podcast released. So we hope you go there. And I'll give you the information here in the description where you can find our podcast on Podbean, Spotify. And it's going to be at the other locations you get your podcast. So until tomorrow, my friends, stay safe. Be healthy. But more importantly than anything, you better stay free. See you later. Have a good day.